Hey everyone, welcome back. Here for another love reading. I'm going to be drawing from the Cancerian the Fallen Love deck by the Cancerian channel, the Love Oracle cards by Island Time Wellness, and the Hidden Truth Oracle, and we'll use the tarot to dive a little deeper, do some clarification. So I'll go ahead and start with the Fallen Love deck. Let's see what messages want to come out regarding love. What wants to come out regarding love? Spirit. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take this one that flipped. Don't give up. Woo. Respect boundaries. I immediately heard, first I was thinking respecting boundaries, respecting someone else's boundaries, but I immediately was like, nope, they're saying respect your own boundaries. Don't give up, as in don't give in, is what I'm getting. Don't give in to something. But that could be just like the initial message for someone. One more, please. Okay. Bad timing. I feel like there's somebody who you met or who you know that maybe you're like, it could be someone, I don't, let's see what else comes out. I'm kind of getting this feeling that you could have met someone recently, or you know somebody that like you have interest in and you're kind of like wanting to see where can it go. Maybe you guys are exploring something, but I get the feeling that you're not, like you've created boundaries for yourself and these are pushing your boundaries. You're not, what does that mean? Like you're not respecting your own boundaries that you created for yourself, and it's like whatever came in with this person or whoever, maybe someone that you're dealing with right now, it's not that it's a wrong person, it's just not the right time. Maybe you're currently working on something. Could also be that, with regards to love, you're really looking for love right now. You don't want to be alone. You've been single for a very long time. And maybe there is someone here that you're like really interested in, but it's not the right time. And they have some strong boundaries in place because maybe they're like really busy with work. They're really driven. They're just doing something in their life, and it means you have to honor and respect their boundaries and their space. Don't push it just because you really want. I feel like it's saying don't give up on love, but also respect the boundaries that are in place for yourself and for other people. There might be something else that comes out. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Okay, the message that's coming through right now is that you are in separation with someone. Maybe you just recently broke up, or you've been broken up with someone for a while, and you're now like in a longer term separation. And I get the feeling that if there's someone missing you, could be someone else that is missing you, but I get the feeling more so that you're missing somebody and you really want to reach out to this person, or you want to see where they're at, how they're doing. I feel like it's saying respect the boundaries, right? Respect the boundaries that are in place. Don't reach out. Like, give them the space and the time that they've asked for, that has been put into place. Don't push anything. Someone gives you an inch, don't take a mile. Just don't do that. I really do feel like this here, don't give up. It is saying don't give up on love, but at the same time, respect the boundaries that are in place. Also, don't give in to temptations. Don't give in to something like your feelings or whatever. It's like, it could be you. I'm feeling it more so it's you, but it could definitely be that this other person is really missing you and yearning for you too. So, but there is something here that's like really strongly coming through. It's like, do not disrespect yourself by dishonoring the boundaries that you put into place for yourself or someone else has put into place, because it's not the right time. Like, it's just not the right time right now. Karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Yeah, I do feel like there is, like, with the boundaries, I know that sounds like a broken record, I'm sorry. But it does. It feels like there's some sort of boundary here. Obviously, when you break up with somebody, you go through a breakup. Ideally, I think that, you know, you want to create some space. And not everybody does that. I think, I'm not going to even give my opinion, but I do believe that, you know, people should create enough space so that they can heal from the breakup. And I think that I didn't really want to say this was like toxic or anything, because I don't know what the past is between you and someone else or whatever. But I was getting a lot of karmic energy. Now, karmic to me isn't just like super toxic, but at some point in time in your life, in their life, karma was built up from things, and you both are there to learn a lesson with each other. And you can learn lessons with positive, you know, soulmates in your life, good influences. But the biggest lessons I feel like you also learn come from your karmic partners, which is not necessarily the toxic partners always. It's just karma in a sense that was built up in any area of your life, past lives, and is coming forward to be played out in this life. And you're learning lessons from each other in this experience, in this exchange. I think it gets a bad rap. The word karma gets a bad rap because it's like, oh, it's so terrible and bad, so it's coming back to me. It's like you could put good karma out there and get an amazing person to come into you and learn lessons with that person, and it's just positive karma. But I do get the sense that this relationship was probably a little bit more heavy. It doesn't have to be that it was toxic, but it could have been that it was difficult or just challenging. Because there is like I'm getting that sense from this card. Turmoil, triggers. So there could have been a lot of heavy energy in this relationship. And I feel like that's where those broken record boundaries come from, is this, you have to create the separation necessary. Don't give in to the temptations. Don't give in to that reach out. Like, how are you doing? Just wanting to connect and start talking again. They say, like, give it 3 solid months of, like, not talking to a person that you just broke up with. Like, any form of communication. I mean, like, they don't exist in your life for like 3 months time. And let yourself just move through the emotions and really let the emotion and the feelings that you had with that person fade, and really come to a conclusion at that point to see where are you at with this person. Do you still have feelings for this person? I 3 months is literally the magic number, I guess. But I do feel like that's ideally what you'd want to do. So I do feel like this was something heavy, and it could have been that maybe this person comes back around and the relationship is amazing at that time. It's better. You've both worked on things, because the bad timing card, I'm just getting the sense that, like, it's bad time to reach out to them now, or it was bad timing then. You learned some great lessons, but, like, the timing of that relationship was not going to work, or the timing of a loving relationship for you, one that's built on true love, was not the right time. So, a couple different messages there. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. I am very called to the last word on this card, which was hovering. I feel like somebody, it's possible, likely, that whoever in this exchange, in this dynamic, is ready to hit send on the text message, is about ready to hit send. And I think it's in your best interest, or theirs, if you're cross-watching, whoever this applies to not reply. I'm not going to tell you what to do, right? You're an adult, you're going to do whatever the hell you want to do anyways. You choose to have whatever experience you want to have. So, but I do feel like I'm kind of being called to the way that these cards are lining up, but like right now, between bad timing and this card, I just feel like it's not the right time for you to have this conversation. It's not the right time for you to be connected. I really do just feel like Spirit's trying to say, just like put it on pause right now. It's a very strong message and it's very direct is what I'm getting. I can like see somebody just like typing a message out and like they haven't retyped it or anything. It's just there, and they exit the message and the draft is still there, and they just want to hit send, but they like, oh wait, not these ones. They want to hit send, but they're like, ooh, like I don't know. They want to hit. I get that sense. Too many. What are you going to clarify? What do you think? What does the viewer need to know? What do they need to know? How can we clarify further? Reassure. Additional messages. I'll just get one more. Ooh, there is definitely some hasty energy. Okay. Yeah, I was really feeling that with this talking card. There's a lot of haste. This one that flipped over is the Knight of Swords. Like, fast action, unexpected, coming out of nowhere, really, like, super hasty, making a beeline. Really hasty, impulsive energy. I'm really getting that with this talking card there. Okay, so let's see. What was the second one? You have the Fool. Naive, ignorance, but also new beginnings, like beautiful energy. The Fool, this is major arcana, so it's got big energy to it, more focused energy. So it can be really beautiful. Like also the Fool can be like taking a risk, having faith, stepping into the unknown, a new beginning, moving forward in life and taking only what you need. And Two of Cups. Yeah, I am definitely getting the feeling here that there is so much like haste and almost kind of like I really do get the feeling here that there is somebody, you or the other person, that really wants to be a little bit impulsive, is being hasty, is wanting to rush, and I really am getting that feeling from the Don't Give Up card. Don't give in to breaking a boundary. Maybe it is that you do reach out to this person or they reach out to you and you do talk, but it goes a little bit beyond just talking. And those boundaries that you were creating, that they were creating, broken. And you start from ground zero again. Take that however you will. And I do feel like there is this impulsive, naive energy with regards to this connection. I kind of get the feeling that if you're into this, or into this topic, or interested in this topic when it comes to like soulmates and karmic partners, if that is something that does interest you, this would sound a whole lot like a karmic partner, like someone, I know I was talking about karma as in it doesn't always have to be negative, but if you're into that like negative talk, this would give me the feeling that this was a really toxic partner. But I think that it could have just been that it was a challenging one. So obviously take it how it resonates. But I do feel like whatever the connection or the outreach is, there's a lot of haste and impulsive energy. I think that if regards to this connection, if you're like, I feel like this is my person and I just know it, but it really wasn't that positive, or it was super challenging, just really difficult, lots of ups and downs, hot and cold, you know, I feel like somebody's going to take a risk here and kind of like throw like, yeah, I feel like someone's going to take a risk here and like send someone a message. And I think that it's going to move very quickly from there. Like this exchange is going to move really quick, but I don't get a sense that it's anything like, I don't personally get the feeling that it's anything like it's going to build to something better. I just get this like, because a Fool is very like fresh, taking a risk, you know, stepping into the unknown, but also, you know, I kind of see the Fool too as, because it is the Fool, someone who's very ignorant and naive and doesn't really know a lot, but they're, you know, they're taking that risk, they're stepping forward, they're having faith. So I do kind of get the feeling that there's a little bit more of this naive energy or ignorant energy where you're kind of like turning the other cheek and wanting to, you know, maybe you are, this other person really does want to continue to connect, even though there's strong emphasis here on taking the space necessary. This is going to be kind of hasty energy, is what I'm getting. Doesn't seem, there's 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which feels like there was a lot of hard work put in place to like get to this point of like a separation. And I feel like it kind of goes out the window when you reconnect. Now, this is not me telling you, keep, you know, separated, don't do anything. I can't tell you what to do. And I could give you my own opinions. And it really doesn't matter, right? You take it with a grain of salt. But your life, your decisions, your choices, you're going to do whatever you want to do. Because in life is about, you know, having choices, making decisions, and choosing the experience you want to have. That's really what it is. Like, Earth is school, and we're all choosing to learn different things, and you learn to choose for the experience you want to have. So, you can hit repeat. I feel like this is a repeat if you go back to it, and I feel like it's a very big challenge to, you know, keep pushing and moving forward. So let's just see what the hidden truth oracle is. What would this person want to say? Maybe confirmation, what you would want to say to them. So... Alright, Spirit, what does this person have to say? What would the viewer want to say? What is the messages that want to come through? Oh, and my light just went off again. That's upsetting. Kind of annoying. Okay. What is the hidden truth? What wants to come out? The first one. My life is not as together as it seems. So, say you see them on social media, you see them on the socials, on the webs, and they look like they're all happy, and they're not. They're broken. They're really sad. You're really sad. Whatever I feel like this could also be a fairly fresh breakup, like in the last month could be, right? It could even be like, you know, a couple weeks. I don't know. But I do feel like, however this person seems or however you seem, yeah, it's not as together as it seems. Okay. More, please. More hidden truths. I bury myself in work to forget you. You could be working really hard, staying busy. They could be working really hard, staying busy. You're obviously occupying their mind a lot. Some more, please. I look for you everywhere. They might act like they don't care, but they're looking for the synchronicities that remind them of you. Or vice versa. I left when I saw you with someone. I kind of get the feeling too, if it doesn't have to be, it could be that there was a third party situation, maybe they, with someone else, or you with someone else. I'm not gonna even shame anybody here, just reading the messages. But I left when I saw you with someone. It could be that, a third party situation. You saw them, caught them, and you said, I'm gone, right? Boundaries. Put that record on repeat. Boundaries. It could also, maybe it's also that it doesn't have to be third party, but the other little message I got from this was that maybe they could see you with someone else and see you happier, and so they weren't as invested in the relationship and it kind of dragged out. Maybe they knew you weren't happy and they could see you happier with someone else, and that's also something that can happen. I don't know how often, but I do know that sometimes people, you see the truth right in front of you, right? I feel like I maybe seen this on a movie too. So if it's out there in any form or fashion, it's definitely something someone's experienced. So it could be that they saw you with them, you weren't laughing, or maybe you weren't smiling a whole lot, and maybe it is that they saw you with someone else, not intimately or romantically or anything, but they saw you with friends, and they saw you with someone who was making you laugh and making you really happy. And it could be that too, that maybe led to a breakup, maybe the ending that you're in, maybe it separated for whatever reasons, but that was a contributing factor, right? It could be something like that. So take that however it resonates, and if none of that resonates, it could mean something totally different to you. I wish I could take back my words. Somebody might have said something hurtful. Maybe they said something hurtful. Maybe you said something hurtful. We all make mistakes. Some things can be forgiven. Other things probably don't need to be. And I'll take this last one. Oh, goodness. Ugh. I regret lying to you. That's really... my heart goes out. Being lied to is just to me, there's so many things that are bad and that can happen in this world that are just painful and hurtful, but I feel like lying, explicit lying because I want to keep secrets from you, it is my personal feelings coming out. It is the worst. That, oh hi bud, that's gonna break any foundation of trust with anybody, right? I think we all know that. But when you are with a partner and you are convinced that this person is your person and you're pouring into them and you're really trying to work at it, we all have that person we've been with or we are with, and you just know. But in your gut, if they lied to you about something that was so terrible, the foundation is shattered. And it's so hard. I think lying's so bad. And lying doesn't have to be I explicitly told you something opposite of what the truth was. Lying can be omission. So they don't tell you the whole thing. Or they omit things to hide the truth. And that's still lying. And I just think personally lies are just the worst, because when you break trust with anybody, and it doesn't have to be romantic, that is so hard to build over time, because that, it's not just something you can like rebuild. It has to be rebuilt internally with like you have to learn to trust yourself, right? After someone's lied to you, because how do you know you can trust someone if you can't even trust yourself to make good decisions with the person? How did you know they were the right person? I just feel like that is like such a like, it takes time to build that, but like it's also so delicate. I just feel like that is like, when I saw that, my personal feelings popped in, but you know, I think anybody who's been lied to so many times can honestly say that is like the worst, because it's hard to trust anybody at that point. I feel it's kind of weird how, like, you know, if you can be someone who's like easy to trust someone initially, and then the moment that's shattered, you like don't trust not just them but like anybody. Anyway, now I'm just like ranting, but man, I am very sorry if this happened to you, or you lied to somebody, right? It takes two to tango. It could be you. And maybe you're the one that really, really wants to reach out to this person. Because remember, vice versa. But that's hard. I don't know why my heart just like, ugh. So whoever, you, them, there's a lot. There's a lot. And that's unfortunate. But I do hope that maybe this message brought you clarity. It brought you maybe confirmation, or gave you some enlightenment. It kind of gave you something that, you know, if that resonated, right? Maybe you can be like, okay, that is my story, or hey, that resonates with me. I can take some of that and have some closure, or feel, you know, like that gives me answers. So I hope that this message helped. I'm really sorry about the kind of message that came out. I don't like these kinds of readings, but I am not gonna like not post these if they're meant to be seen or heard. So I hope that it resonated. I hope that it helped. If it did, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss anything in the future. And until next time, thanks for watching.